Hey bunnies, welcome to the stream. We're playing some MTG because I honestly wasn't sure what to play, and I've been kind of itching to play some trading card game stuff. And MTG is just the one. I'm actually trying to make a trading card game video game, but I've kind of put it on hold. But at some point, I'd love to be able to play my own trading card game for funsies. Because I feel like a lot of trading card games are better than Magic. Like, I like Gwent. Gwent's a fun game. I like Hearthstone, and I guess that's this like the other popular Magic game, like trading card game kind of thing. But I feel like Hearthstone isn't a trading card game. It's like it's a playing card game. Like you play. It's just like it's like I don't know how you describe it. I guess like Top Trumps is the previous before trading card games became a thing. But yeah, I feel like Magic's the only kind of actual trading card game where you like, you know, you open packs and stuff. With Hearthstone, I don't think you really, like you kind of do, but you don't really open packs. It's not about the pack opening, it's just about the game. And I like the pack opening, you know, that's why everyone's really excited about TCG Card Shop Simulator, because like it's just the pack opening, you can't even play the game yet, which is fun, you know? And also I think that Magic Arena, which is the probably best of the games, doesn't do a good job at pack opening, you know? I think they need to put in a lot of animation work to make the packs feel really good, which, you know, maybe I should just buy TCG Simulator and we'll play that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna be versing bots. I opened the game just to like try to make sure everything's set up correctly, and there's so many packs that I have to claim. There's 24 about 24 packs that it's asking me to claim. So I figured I'll just open them to start off with, and then hopefully I have a deck that's functional for playing against bots. I don't know what they've banned since like the last 2 years that I've played, or however long it's been. So we'll see. You can see my monitor. Which is sick. That didn't help, actually. Yeah, that'll work. Sick. Alright, I guess let's just jump in, you know? Hopefully my mic's fine. It's had some issues with cable stuff. I don't know what that's about. But yeah. So as you can see, I opened 2 of them and then I was like, let's just open them on stream. So I got 3 packs here. Sorry, did I get those and also the 3 packs? Okay, I must open the packs. Oh, there. So it's giving me some land. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to give me land and like packs also. What just happened? Ooh, is that I don't know what that is. Okay, no land there. So many packs. Have they added... They mustn't... I doubt they have the legal rights to add Lord of the Rings. Am I right in assuming that? It's not an attack thing. Eldraine. I don't even remember Eldraine being a thing. March of the Machine. I haven't heard. I don't really pay attention to what's happening. I know that Lord of the Rings was a thing that they did not that long ago, and I thought that was cool. But it looks like the tie-in things maybe aren't allowed. Why are some of these... Is that like real letters? No, that's fake, right? That's gotta be like some weird lore thing. Thunder Junction. I kind of like the... Oh, there we go. Lord of the Rings is in there. Okay. I thought that would be a legal issue, but that's cool. We can play some Lord of the Rings matches. Maybe. What did that just give me? Oh, basic wasteland? Okay, interesting. It's giving me so much stuff. I hope my light is good. Maybe I'll... No, that didn't change me being yellow. If I do that, does it focus on my face more? We do that. My face is still very yellow. Where's... Yeah, that's coming from the curtains that are yellow, which is great. It seems to make me more yellow. Yeah, it's better if everything's yellow. Okay, cool. Good to know. I guess we'll open up those packs. Can I sort? Is it already sorted? No, I don't think it is. It's giving me like the firsts. I don't think I should. I'll get the like sick stuff. So we got the Oculus as additional cost. I think they're like the best stuff, right? That you get from the deck. You know how like when you have a playing card, you'd like grab like the last one of the cards is the best one, so you'd like save that for last when you're opening card packs because it's cooler. Okay, 5/5. Additional cost to cast this spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, manifest dread. Is this just... Sorry, is this deck is this card pack just fucking Lovecraft? Because I'm keen. Put one... Sorry, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up any time for its mana cost if it's a creature card. So I put a 2/2 creature on the battlefield every turn? And it's also drawing a card, because if it's a creature card, I can just play it for a bigger cost. That's actually insane. And it's so cheap, too. When Doomsday Excruciator enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards, of their library. That's insane. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. That ends a game so quick. For 6 mana? Zamone actually, I've seen that. The beginning of if a land enters the battlefield under your control this turn and you control a prime number of lands, create Primo the Indivisible, a legendary 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, then put that many counters on it. That's actually a sick card. It's way too maths heavy, but it's sick. I meant to open all. A lot of Lovecraftian nonsense going on. Moonlight Processionist, that looks like a scene from Fallen London. Conjure a card named Mothlight Processionist into your hand whenever an enchantment you control enters. And whenever you fully unlock a room? What does that mean? When you cast this spell, target opponent drafts a card from Razor Demon's spellbook. They may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Exile the top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card, then put that card in your hand and then shuffle. When you cast this spell, target opponent drafts a card from Razor Demon's spellbook. Where's Razor Demon's spellbook? Oh, that's the spellbook. Okay. That's sick. When you cast a spell, target opponent drafts a card. Oh, so when I cast it, the target can do something cool. That's why it's so cheap and so strong. I see. Okay. Okay. Now, because it's been so long since I played, every single card is going to be my first card here. Offspring 2. Add 1 mana of any color and put a counter on this creature. What's this? You may pay additional 2 as you cast a spell. If you do, when this creature enters, create a copy of it. I see. Oh wait, so can they duplicate? Is that what the goal of here? To just keep duplicating Possum Druids? That's sick. I want a Weasel Mercenary. Oh, this is a sick... Just like... Look at that. That's Rabbit Warrior. That is literally for us. I think we're gonna have to play this deck. The Burrow, was it? No, Bloom... It wasn't Bloom Burrow? Unless I opened only one of the cards. No, I think... Yeah. I don't think it was Bloom Burrow. It was one of the Bloom Burrows, maybe. So we got, at the beginning of your end step, a random non-food permanent card in your graveyard becomes a food artifact. What? There's too much happening in this game now. Put 2 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. Oh, hang on, I'm reading the wrong thing. Whenever 1 or more mice you control attack, draft a card from Recruit Instructor's spellbook. Interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, instant and sorcery. How does the spellbook work in the actual game? Like, do you just get a spellbook when you get that card? Because I feel like it's going to be hard to keep track of in an actual game. It seems like a weird thing to do. Disruptor Flute. As it enters, choose a card name. Spells with a chosen card name cost more to cast. That's pretty sick to stop mill decks and stuff like that, right? Mythic wildcard. You're insane. For each black in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. Interesting. I don't know about the cowboy deck. I feel like I'm probably not going to choose cards from that on purpose. Spree, what is that? Choose 1 or more additional costs. Oh. Counter target spell. So you can do all those at once if you have enough mana. That's interesting. And then another mythic. Bow, token legendary creature Ox. That's sick. Equals the number of lands you control. That's cool. What is that? A bonus sheet. What's a bonus sheet mean? Is that just the texture's different to what a normal card is? Is that why those both say bonus sheet and they've got the prosperity thing on them? Maybe. There's another one with the prosperity thing. Must be. Oh Jesus. Flashback, you may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost and exile it. What does then exile it mean? When you cast your second non-creature spell in a turn, conjure a card named Mox Sapphire into your hand. The ability triggers only once. Target instant or sorcery in your graveyard gains flashback. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. Oh, so it only works on instants or sorceries. I see. That's why it says use it and then exile it. When Nashing enters, choose a card in your graveyard and conjure a duplicate of it. If the duplicate isn't a land guard, it gains flash. Can't gain life this turn. Why are these guys the only ones with bonus sheet? Surely... I don't know. Reenact the crime is our target non-land card in a graveyard that was put there for any of this turn. Reading makes me yawn. That makes this not fun to watch, I'm sure. Whenever Anthrag the Quake Mole becomes blocked, untap each creature you control. That's pretty sick. and a rare wild card. You know what? There's too many packs. I'm just gonna click through so I can actually play the game. Just have a quick look at them and go, oh, that looks sick. If we see something that's like pretty, maybe we'll have a look at it. That looks cool. Whoops. Cool. We got a pirates thing. Is this like a necromancer slash green deck? No. Seems. Oh, ginger. Oh, that's sick. I love it. Bonus sheet there too. So a bonus sheet must be just like a fancy card. I'd never heard of bonus sheet before. I know that all I know is that hollows are a thing. There's another bonus sheet. They must only have them for certain card packs at the moment. Because some of them they give you bonus sheet. Like I've been having a bonus sheet like every single thing for the certain types, and then some I don't. Hang on, this is okay, we've got Flame of Anor, which is an instant? Not a creature. We've got Golem, Galadriel. I forgot Sharky was a character. Legolas. Samwise. Nice. You got 2 March of the Machine. I don't know what March of the Machine is. Again, I haven't heard much about... Oh, I really like the design. Oh, that's sick. That's not a bonus sheet, that's just the creature. Is this like based on something, or... There's a Death Rattle Oni. So we've got Onis. All the legendary creatures are mosaic things. I can't tell if this is like... supposed to be based on something. It feels like it's got a big vibe to it. You know what I mean? Is March of the Machines a thing? Niv Mizzet. I don't know what I've never heard that. So usually their names aren't like things. Like they won't like change the names for copyright. They'll like actually do the copyright. So I feel like maybe it's all new stuff. Shadows remastered.
When I win.
Oh, we got a Liliana.
Tell me what you know about the Raven Man.
Ooh, that looks sick. All these are sick Lovecraftian nonsense.
You ready, Pom-Pom-Chan? Time to put our skills to the test.
I don't know what the voice act, who the voice acts for these guys are. There's a lot of sick stuff, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the time slash want to what the hell? You're sick. Desert Hellion. Goblin Charbelcher. Lodestone Golem. Alright, these aren't that sick. We just got a lot of cards from the thing. We're almost done. We're almost done and we can finally play the game. If we have a deck that plays. Alright, have I got any... I'm gonna just... I think there's some new decks here. So these are all non-format card decks. Interesting. Is there an easy way to, like, delete decks? Yes. I may as well delete the decks that are non-format. Because you can't get levels up on non-format decks anyway, right? Whoops. I think I just duplicated the deck. I'm sure a lot of these are ones that I made or half made just to test things. I know there were some decks that I was like trialing on bots and being like, I see that that's an issue, and then like editing them and trying them again. So a lot of them are probably shit anyway. Now I know you can delete the decks they make for you, which I feel like the like default decks definitely shouldn't be ones that get deleted. You know what I mean? They should be in their own separate slot that's just like, oh, if you want a default deck, these are what we got. Aha! They have done that now. And you have to climb. Okay, so these are... I see. Interesting. They've changed it. Uh-huh. Can I select multiple? No. May as well delete all these because they're duplicates because of the way that it worked previously. And so they haven't given me a deck based on Bloomburrow, which sucks. We don't have enough cards, unfortunately. But I do want the legendary Rabbit Warrior, and he's got tap 2 untapped tokens, add 1 mana of any color, tap 3 untapped tokens, draw a card, tap 4 tokens you control, put 3 counters on Balin. Untapped tokens. So we want tokens, and this guy makes tokens. When it enters, put a counter on target creature and I gain life. I don't mind that. That's a pretty good for a cheap card to do. Add 1 mana to tap it. That could be useful. Yeah, we'll put a mana. When it enters, it perpetually gains okay. That could be good for... Well, the Fountain Port creates a copy of itself. Junkblade Bruiser is a good guy to go. Let's go. I like that. It's more tokens also. Let's go for instant sorcery, enchantment, and artifacts. I reckon we have enough soldiers going on here. Get a Titanic Growth in there. Hexproof. Ooh, I like to steal that. This guy looks like the guy from Del Toro Quest. That makes a food target artifact. I like that. Got a lot of food targets in here. I want that. We don't have many sorceries here. +5 and has trample. That's a pretty sick upgrade. You need to upkeep your control creature with power 4. Oh, I like that. I like a good rabid bite as well. Does it tell me how many cards I have, or do I have got to like click things? What do I... What's a standard brawl? Okay. Sick. Oh, standard, it has to be a commander deck? Is that what I'm getting? Can I make any card a commander? No, I guess. Has to be a legendary creature. Oh, I guess we should make Balin the commander. There we go. Okay, sick. We've got even less going on now. I think we just got rid of almost all of our instants. Is it Balin that does the... Yeah, tap untapped target tokens. So I think we want more tokens if we can get it. Creatures you control get +2 to the end. Whenever a creature blocks, its controller gets a poison counter. We need to go full on for that. I've already got that on. I'm not finding many in the way of tokens. Sorry, hang on. Choose a creature you control or reveal a creature from... That's actually really sick. Each forest? Yeah, I reckon Blanchwood Armor's good. You gain 1 life for each creature on the battlefield. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures with power 3 or less. Maybe create a food token would be nice. You may sacrifice as this cycle enters and after your draw step, add a lore count to sacrifice up to 3. You may as well do that. And we'll go back to creature. there like a token? Not really. What do we got? We got no 4s, 5s. We got 2 5s. I would like some more 1s, I think. I guess we can do that. We don't have any 1s. Let's actually see what goes on here. Can we do some... Wait, sorry, is the burrow not exist? What's going on there? Oh no, it's up here. Isn't there 2 bloom burrow? Maybe the other bloom burrow. We want that. Why is that red? Is it because I don't own it? Oh, okay, the craft all button. I like that. Another rabbit, let's go. Everyone's got tokens here. Oh, you're sick. Oh, I like the stuff, the stats on him. I think you can only play 1 legendary creature. I probably don't want to bother with that. Oh, maybe if I add that. We have a few rabbits now. Sick. Let's not do that. No, actually, let's do that. How many spells does this get? A tapped... That doesn't make... It's too much to read. Whenever you put 1 or more +1 counter on a creature you control, put a supply counter on stocking the pantry, remove a supply counter, and draw a card. Okay, that's pretty sick. Oh, I like that. That's a good... It's a good token. That could be useful. I don't want to bother with the gifts because I don't know what it means. Just an actual food artifact. I don't know how many frogs we got, but I'll put it on there just for funsies. Create X tokens that are copies of a target you control. Ooh. Double tokens. When qualification enters, tap an enchanted creature, it gets +20/+20. That is sick. 5 of those worth. That's too much reading. Alright. Let's put 2 more. Chuck you on. Did I not add you? Chuck you on. Oh, he is already on. I guess we'll add that land. Yeah. Craft all. Done. Oh, hang on. What's happening? There we go. Let's do that. Sick.
Whatever you played last time will show up here.
You can practice with me to start.
Use the Find Match
I've
tab.
done
to
this
try out a new
before.
Format, or
Stop.
the Events tab to see both limited and constructed events. You'll find the color challenges under the Events tab.
Sorry, that's an invalid deck? What makes it invalid? It says 0 cards are invalid. Oh, you've got to play starter decks? Why is that invalid if 0 cards are invalid? Change. Why did it get rid of a card if none of the cards were an issue? I don't even know what's... Oh, is it because of the... Do I not have my rabbit anymore? Is it because the commander deck disappeared? I think that's what happened. Yep. I really don't like the tournament play nonsense that goes on with this. You can't figure out what decks you gotta use, because it's just like, nah. The fact that it didn't let me do anything because it was set to a specific play, and it's like, why don't you just check that afterwards? That seems good.
I love a good challenge.
Sick. I don't know if I want to deal damage just yet. Does that upgrade depending on the forest? Not sure. Calm down.
Oh.
Destroy a target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. I guess let's search for a land card, yeah? Oh, he blocked. Interesting. Let's kill the warden. I think. What? Oh. Hang on. Wait, what? I am so confused. Choose a creature you control. Then I target that. And then I target that. That's such a weird... Alright. And now... I'll buff Baker's Bane. And you can all attack. you expend 4 back, expend your... Expend 4 as you spend your 4th total mana. I see. They can't block that, surely. They might attack with the 4/4, I don't know. They don't have any reason to. Oh. No reason to do that. Put a counter on a target creature you control. Two creature gets +4. Well, that's an instant win, and they can't block me. So, yeah. I think so. And they can't attack me either. I don't think it matters. Get fucked. That's a lot of reading. Oh no. I can either have... No, I always have trample. No, it's just the option is offspring or no offspring. Oh, that has trample too? That's sick. I mean, there's no reason not to kill it, right? I don't know if there's, like, you get extra money for doing the most amount of damage or something like that. Sparky's fucked. I didn't realize I put a mill card there. If you control a squirrel or return a squirrel card to your hand, create a food token. I do control a squirrel, right? Oh no, that's a squirrel. Yeah, alright. Sick.
Nice.
If we were versing a real person, that would have been not very fun. This deck is definitely not optimal for any Magic game, but I just wanted to try out the rabbits because I thought that was great. Sorry, I got 3 packs for that? Why was that? Ah! You're insane. Ooh, a double. Oh, that's the rooms. I see. Wait, well, I can't remember what the store is actually for. Do you just buy packs? You can buy cards for $1,200. Well, there are some packs for like 1,000, I guess. Looks like Duskmourn must be the newest packs. I reckon we save up. Is it Sorry, it's 1,000 for 1 pack and 3,000 for 3 packs. There's no deal. It's just a bulk buy. Is there a deal for the mythic packs, actually? No, there's no deal at all for buying. I feel like a bulk buy should be a thing, just for funsies. Oh, hang on. Maybe they didn't put a bulk buy because of the charity situation? I don't know about the other packs, so maybe. What is an alchemy pack? 10 more alchemy duskborn packs to earn a golden pack. Okay, so we gotta say that for alchemy packs then. And we'll play another bot match. I definitely don't have a good setup. Is there anything I can play? 2 of these creatures. Actually, no, 1 of these creatures I can play in me. Oh, I love that. Is that what Duskmourn's about? Is it like a VHS horror, essentially? Okay, we won't summon you. You got the... Did I do a mulligan? No, I didn't. How did you get out so quick? A 1/1 card, let's go. Beauregard could be really sick, though. And we can make life, so if we can hold off their attacks... Uh-oh. Oh. Let's chuck you down. I can't offspring that anyway. Do I chuck Valley? No. I'll chuck Valley down next turn. What I'll do is... Calm down. I'll chuck the Rabbit Archer down. And... Oh, then I can't block them. No, I'll keep it. Because now they won't attack. Now you can't attack. Uh-oh. I should have attacked with Phineas, I'm stupid, I forgot he had Vigilance. Let's not block that. We will get food eventually. I do want to destroy Raid Bombardment. Because that's going to deal even more damage to us. I feel like I want to destroy that. Interesting. I'll destroy 2 of them if I do this. Okay, I think we've lost. Hmm. It really... It's not fun. I'm gonna have to block that. Can I offspring? Yeah, I guess I can. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to tap those. Do I control a squirrel? That's a raccoon, not a squirrel. Oh, I like Baker's Duo. Baker's Bane. I'll do it to you. Now we got 2 6/6s. She's using a lot of spells though, and next turn I think we're gonna have to... Oh, they might block that? They didn't. They did. I may as well tap that, I reckon. And I'll tap you for mana. I control... Oh, I guess I'll put Blossoming Sands back, yeah? To combat. They could kill me. They can't kill me all. They might actually use a spell. We'll see. They are trying it. I don't have first strike, so... There we go. We're back in business. Should I just use that on Baker's Bane? Yeah. Or should I use it on someone else? I'll use it on Tender Wild Guide, and the reason I have for that...
Wow.
is because it's going to get tapped anyway. That gets more damage. I'll tap you to put a counter on you. And then you guys attack.
Want to play again?
Just in case magic happened. Sick. Are there more difficult bots? Or is this just like a, oh, this is how you play the game. This guy's going to do some small stuff. I need to cast black or red spells. Oh, or green spells. So, that's fine. Now, I didn't get anything for that match. How do unlock things? Oh, I forgot about the mastery thing. Spend orbs. Do I have orbs? I got 1 orbs. I don't know anything about this. That looks sick. Let's get that. Is this just a card style? What's cosmetic changes to cards that change the art frame? And I see.
Doing something.
Is there any... Like, I don't know what bot... Like, if bot match... I can't remember if bot match, like, reduces my XP or anything. I know there's gonna be hell trying to play with... with randoms, because they're just gonna be, like... bots that are... milling and stuff like that. I'm
like
sure that it's gotten worse, as far as I know, for that. So I don't really want to try it. I should have maybe... At least he's only put a defense down. That can't attack, right? I guess it can do damage if it blocks me. Oh shit. Okay, I might have lost. Seriously? I have majority green. Why are you like this? There we go. We need someone with reach. We don't have someone with reach. No, we won't block. This spell costs less for each frog you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power. So it'd be good if I had a strong creature that I can double. It's interesting that I can't tap it. I thought I'd be able to tap it the first turn. I can only block the thing that will kill me. That's why they're attacking with it. I have time. Don't worry, I have time. I kind of don't.
Whoa!
There's no reason for me to attack yet, because I can't kill anything. Or do damage. it's just gonna fuck me up. I really need that legendary rabbit. Oh, actually, no, I'll use spider food, right?
Aw.
Sick. Now, they probably won't attack me, but at least I can defend it if they do. Whenever a creature you control with flying enters. Okay, so they've got a few flying creatures likely. Take action. What do I do? I could... Each forest, I think I got 2 forests, so it's probably better if I use that on him. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can't actually do anything there. I can tap you and gain life. I think I will. We just got 2 forests in 1 turn, I believe. And now you attack. Hopefully they try and all block it. Fuck. I'm gonna have to at least kill one of the shamans, maybe. Okay, we'll hexproof Junkblade next turn and then attack with him. If they don't play anything scary, they're not going to play anything scary. When Burke, Longear of the Law enters, put a counter on up to 2 target creatures. Whenever creature you control with a counter on it attacks, double the counters on it. That is perfect.
Yikes.
Sick. You get hexproof. Sorry, they're gonna make that... That made it a lot worse for them, returning that. So yeah, bots are pretty sick. Because now I'll play that again.
Ooh.
Now it's got an even more counters. I'll do that. I'll do that. Technically just 1/1/3 and gains reach until the end of the turn. Untap it. That's pretty sick. I mean, I'm gonna put that on that. And we'll... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, actually. I guess... no, it's the end of this turn. That was a waste. Doesn't matter. I got trample. Why did it even block?
Play again?
Sick. Get to the end. Yeah, so it looks like I can't like the first bot match I can get things, but after that I can't get any more things, which kind of sucks because it's gonna be shit to verse people. What the fuck? What's happened to my hair? Did I just get 2 follows for me saying MTG? The heck? I'm very confused. I don't have any views, but I got a bunch of follows and stuff when I posted about MTG. I think it was because I used the hashtag small streamer, maybe? Shit, I don't really have anything to start with. I should have probably put a mulligan in. Don't really want to play you yet. They don't have anything out either though, so it's fine. Unless they put out a haste. Which they've got fire, so it's possible. The Levi, yeah, this person's probably playing a big, Old Mate deck? So that's 3. I need 2. May as well put a creature out. Are they destroying it? Huh. Is it the end of the turn? After your draw step. Alright, now I can put the squirrel out. See, this person has a deck that probably has synergy and stuff like that, and I got a deck that has cute rabbits in it. So, we're a little bit fucked. Oh no, they got a cute lizard. I wonder when I can... 2 total creatures each get +2 and trample. I mean, I guess so? Sure, why not? They're dealing damage to something. I think they're figuring out that it doesn't really matter. Oh no, they're blocking. Okay. I thought they were going to use like a instant 1 mana spell. Why did they decide to block like that? Like a player, so they can't kill the thing. I don't know. They gain life from that. Well, they didn't gain life. They still lost life, but they didn't lose as much as we gave them. It's an instant. Oh, it's a flying. Sick. And then we'll do a fuck ton damage. Okay, maybe we're not as shit as I thought we would be. Cost less for each stuff you control. Interesting. Sick. That game. Oh, he's left. Alright. Sucks to suck. Can't tell if good at game or if that was a really bad player whose like first game was just them. You know what I mean? Probably the second one. Because that I haven't tested this deck at all. I literally randomly chose stuff at one point. So I have to say, I have to be sure that it's not that, right? You would think. Okay. I might keep this and put a stocking the pantry down first thing and hope that I have, because you got the bunny if we can get the mana for it. I really like these horror things. Cash grab again, mill 4 cards. Squirrel. Shit, no squirrels. Jesus, that's insanely insane. I can't offspring that, and I don't want to block anyway. No. Counter for each squirrel and food you control. Interesting. So on a Dray later is going to help that stocking, help the stock in the pantry by a lot. Interesting. What? I am so confused about what just happened. I'm sure there's a strat, but... Okay. I'm gonna put you down. Actually, no. Not yet. No, it didn't let me not yet. Okay, cool. It's cool and also sick. So he's gonna instantly kill that. Because I know that you've got instant damage. What's menace again? Can't be blocked by tool. Yeah, that's fine. I'm dying. Whoa. Thanks for the whole Janavi. Yep. But it looks like you might be banned very soon. I'm gonna do no attacks, I think. Ah! Where am I dying? He's pretty sick. What's that? Can't be blocked. Oh, by 3 or more. I think that one. You know what? Yeah. I need to use stocking the pantry. I keep forgetting to use it. They have another Ceratops. Interesting. That's too much. Let's activate that. I'll leave that again. I'm gonna die next turn though. He's won anyway. Why is he buffing? Oh, why are you doing that? Attack me, you fool. I can actually use that to my advantage to not die, somehow? Okay. He could have won last turn, but decided to only attack with one creature. It was very confusing. No. Yeah. I would say I held my own fairly well there, though, considering. Alright. We're getting there.
Welcome to my humble home. I'll give you the tour.
I don't want a new
Here's just
tutorial.
A few of the many resources out there.
This
If
is
you want to learn
annoying.
the very
Can I
basics of
hide
how to
it?
play Magic, then Quick Start is the place to.
I have to
well,
click every
start.
one to. That's stupid.
It's jam-packed with expert information.
I don't
and
like
strategy.
notifications.
And you can always replay the tutorial.
God dang it. Also, what's my profile
You
look
have
like?
2 ranks, one for constructed and one for limited.
Oh, there's purchasable new
constructed
guys
rank
now.
is
The fuck
affected
are
by
you?
ranked games,
Timmy, the power
while
gamer.
the limited rank is
Are
tied
these
to
like
draft and sealed events. And this is
actual
where you'll find
MTG
options
players?
on how to customize
My
your
gang
look.
boasts of
You can also choose your avatar and more.
I feel like these 4 are actual. That one maybe not. These 4 look like, or maybe even 5 look like actual MTG players. Maybe not that one.
What if I'm also too human
Just those 4.
I think I've had enough.
So, Kellen,
A hippo? Let's go.
I only pick target.
I want to be a Cruel Claw. Actually, no, I want to be the rabbit, but I don't think we have. Oh, there is one! Phineas. Why is Phineas the rabbit, not the other cool one? Is that just frickin'...
Never look back.
I think that might just be old mate from Sandman. I can buy it. I'm taking it. Phineas and Ferb, let's go. Who needs a pack when you've got Phineas and Ferb? Alright, I'm gonna play, and I might call it quits early on this. Just because it's hard for my brain to think about magic stuff. I'm gonna play Outlaw Posse because it wants me to play black and red spells, and that's got black and red. I am keen on the rabbit avatar though, and I'm gonna have to make that deck a really good deck. Fake. I'm gonna have to Oh, can put the theater down in the swamp. I reckon that should be fine. And we got a fair few creatures that only take 1 anyway. It's a treasure token. Sacrifice it to add a mana of any color. I see. Whenever you commit a crime, targeting opponents, anything they control and or cards is a crime. I see. That's what the crime stuff is. I saw that crime logo on other stuff, so that must be what that's about. Is my opponent disconnected? What's going on? I think my opponent's disconnected. Sick. That's annoying. Why is it? Did they actually pick? No, they're not actually playing. Why did you let the timer run down and then just pick for them? Why wouldn't you immediately go, okay, we've got to disconnect? What's the point of this? I'm clearly playing and the player is clearly not playing. Surely I should be able to go, hey, this player's not playing. Can I leave? Why does it just let the player sit there? That takes way too long. Look at me win. Does it count as a win? It does. That's insane. The name Frantic Expert makes me think this guy's either the best or worst player of Magic the Gathering I'm gonna verse today. A reach opponent, and also I can pay mana to deal damage. Interesting. That's an interesting... it also means that I commit crimes every time I do that, right? Because it deals damage. Oh no, it's a targeting a creature, but the thing. Oh, me instead of the creature. Interesting. Sure, why not? Actually, that is a target. It should do the thing. I'll put Rakish Crew out first. And then the duelists. Although he probably has enchantment stuff if he's doing a blue-red deck. Enchantment protection stuff, rather. Creature card? Or is he going to try and kill my freebooter? Did I get him out? Then I get a mercenary. Which I'm assuming isn't... Oh no, it's not an outlaw. Alright, no attacks yet. I need a red mana to start these Deadeye Duelists off. I didn't think about that. This is gonna take a while. You good? He's thinking, don't worry about it. Ooh, a first strike. That means I shouldn't block yet. Actually, I'll block with the freebooter. I mean, I could probably block with both. This one until the end of turn. Oh, I can give it to freebooter. Fair. Interesting. We'll block, because I don't want the first strike. Razzle Dazzler might be interesting, but... Interesting. I thought that it would still do damage, but it doesn't. Yeah, can I... What's... Yeah. Oh, he's reading it? Can you finish reading it? No, not yet. That'll help me with the duelist. So I have broken even, essentially. I would say. There we go. Then we can tap you for a red. I'll stop reading, you nerd. Hang on, can I not? I can. It doesn't cost mana to sacrifice that treasure token, does it? Sook. That's still a bit of damage. Huh? Don't want to do that. Oh my god, stop reading. You just deal damage to yourself. Sick. An outlaw. Is a mercenary an outlaw? Oh, here we go. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks. So every one of these guys, essentially. Oh my god, stop reading. Please. If you don't care that your creature dies... I'm gonna kill that to stop weird first strike nonsense. Oh, he's got magic going on. Uh-oh. It's, interesting. That still means I break even and you lose health. Oh no. Never mind. That worked. I got 5, and I can play with 5. Let's go. I might do that. No, cancel that. Did that not give me mana? I can't tap it anyway. Fuck. Alright. No attacks. Yeah. Ooh. I'm having trouble withdrawing, huh? I should have given it to me because I'm gaining life when I put Vault Plunderer down. Still can't believe I left that mercenary alive. Interesting that you would do it to that. Stop reading! Please! Interesting. He's got 2 to block. I know it can't be blocked. That's alright, deal 3 damage to me. You've taken so much more damage from me than I've done to you. Is he wiping the board? Is that what he's trying to do here? Again, taken damage, gave me life. Yep, I'll keep that. I mean, I guess I should attack either way. Just commit some crimes, I guess. Not that I have any reason to commit crimes yet, because I don't have that lad that worries about it. But I did see it last turn, I think it was. Chrome Violent Cacophony. I think I'll hopefully get some kind of magic to get enough damage on the duelist. Oh, I can do that anyway. I forgot about that. Trickshot deals 6 damage to target creature and 2 damage to up to one other target creature token. So yeah, let's do that. There's no token. I don't want to counter. He's a counter lad, so we'll hold that. I want him to try and kill me, so he takes more damage without me losing anything. Ideally. He's trying to figure out what I did again, because I don't know, he's got dementia or something, I guess. I don't know why he keeps reading the same thing over and over again. Sick. No. Alright, well this sucks. I should have kept it, but I don't think I'm ever going to need to use it. This deck really sucks for drawing cards. Why is there nothing to click on this map? This sucks. Hurry up. Oh, he's got haste. 5 damage. And I guess I'll check him out. I've not really got much else to do. He's playing out of the card, or he's going to kill Boneyard Desecrator immediately. Has he been getting life or anything? No. The Razzle Dazzle needs to die. I just don't know how. If I can get Vigilance on Boneyard Desecrator somehow, that'd be nice. Uh-oh. That just... yeah, adds a mana, which you don't need, so I don't know why you did that. Double first spell usage cards. Wait, is that damage? No, add more mana. Whenever you cast a spell, do more spells, huh? I don't want to... No, I won't block that this turn. Maybe he's hoping for that. I can put a counter on the Boneyard Desecrator. I could create 2 treasure tokens. If But that won't do anything for me. No, sorry, I can gain life. You know what? Yep. Now let's hope they don't have a haste. Now I'll block that. He's gonna make it stronger. Yep. Definitely got a card he can use. I think he's deciding if he wants to use it right now or later. But I think he's won kind of regardless. Ah, yep, that was sick. What is that? Couldn't tell you. No one does this, the chats in the game, and I don't like that. Everyone's just like, oh, I want to... It's like they're trying to... It's just like they think that you're a bot, basically. Oh, we need to get that. We need to get the 750. There's no reason not to. And then we'll call it quits. Pressing QQ will tap all your non-creatures that add mana. And float it until you use it. That's such an annoying system. It's like when that treasure happened, I tapped it to get mana, and then I couldn't use mana stuff because it auto-tapped it. You've like gotta have someone use the mana, and then it goes, oh, I'll tap that for the mana. Like you gotta tap it for mana at that point, instead of adding like a permanent that gets destroyed kind of thing. Okay, we can add the duelist immediately. Not immediately, next turn. Again, nothing I can like really click. This sucks. What's the point of the map? Oh. Magic. Alright. Immediate good game, so they hate me. Let's put the freebooter down first. I feel like this is a mill deck, but maybe not. What is that? Whenever Archmage deals combat damage, target a flashback a magic. That's insane. Oh, you can saddle. Any number of creatures you control. Wait. With total power 3 or more, this mount becomes saddled until the end of turn. What does saddled mean? Dunno. Destroy me. Yeah, right? Do that. Really, that Plundering Pirate's just one less mana cost if you have a treasure token already. I'll play that. And I might just murder you. Yeah, alright. That worked out well. Ooh, a legendary. You may look at the top card of the library at any time. Once each turn you may cast an instant or spell from it for free. Is that what it says? No, you just can't. You just cast it. Yeah, I'll keep that. Just use the duelist to keep taking damage off at each turn. Ooh, we've got a flying. We can't destroy. I've only seen one destroy creature card so far, so we might only have one. I think because they've seen the top of my library. Oh no, they're drawing cards. That's interesting. Yeah, let's block it. Do 2 of those. And we'll just tap for damage. There's no reason not to just keep doing damage. Uh-huh. Interesting. And again, where our biggest issue seems to be we can't draw enough cards. So we got to be careful with the cards we have. I guess we got to counter to make sure none of our cards get destroyed. It'll be good next turn when we start adding outlaws, but at the moment, can't do anything. We can take 6 damage, I reckon. Did it have a life? No. Oh shit. And also fuck. It's got 5 more kills before it dies. For an outlaw deck, the fact that I have no crime guessing draft, I'm just playing the standard pick with some default decks. Just to try out the game, because it's been so long since I've tried out any of the game. And I'm gonna die, but I guess I can destroy that flying creature because I don't want to deal with the counters on it. It's weird that we both have a very outlaw-heavy deck. I can't remember what the actual name of the thing was, but yeah. How dare you commit crimes? I didn't say that last time. What's that? Add 1 mana of any color. Oh, so it's just another Oh no, treasure does... No, treasure does matter. It's just another mana. What is that? What does that mean? I can take 5 damage, but I've definitely lost. This deck is really bad for drawing cards, though. I might do this. I know it's a risky move. That didn't help me at all. It's just really hard to draw cards with this deck. I actually want to look up, maybe there's just a card I haven't seen yet. But I haven't seen any card that helps you draw. And I feel like there's a lot of low-level creatures. I still have an attack with it. Oh, because I've been having to defend a lot. What's it? Oh, it's an event thing. Where is it? Outlaw Posse. View deck. Okay, so it's a lot like near level 3. Haven't seen you yet, because you control... So the freebooter scries, which helps me pick a card. That creates another mercenary token. Cast a card from that player's graveyard. See, if I ever had that card, both of those games would have been a lot different. We still haven't had the Vampire Rogue with the crime. It's like the only ability guy with a crime ability. That one's a draw card. Sacrifice treasures to create monsters also would have been nice. Just all the ones where you were drawing cards I haven't seen yet. Which is why last time I was like, well, I'm almost dead. I don't have any cards. I'm gonna have to use the Vault Plunderer to try and draw a second card that might help me win. Karvek is almost good because it is kind of like a draw from graveyard. Kind of, but it hurts you as well. The Boneyard Desecrator was interesting. But unless we had... What's the one that... That one. Unless we have the Dwarf Berserker to create tokens, I think we would be wasting very useful creatures. Other allies have haste. When it enters, create a mercenary with tap to get +1. The big ones, you got Hellspur, which is just a strong trample guy. And then we have the land. This is, yeah, there's really not much in the way of drawing cards. I've got to make sure I'm protecting the units I have really well until I get the creatures I need, I think. So, like, probably taking a few hits to my health early on might be beneficial, especially when I have the... what's it called? The Rakish Crew. If I have Rakish Crew, even then, it might be better to hold off for a little bit till I have the creatures I do need. Even like only putting down a small amount of creatures Because, like, again, like, there's also the Gleeful Grenadier doing damage every time I play something. It might be not good to put all my small stuff down first. I might just put, like, 1 or 2 down. That could be better. I might do one more game and try and protect my creatures a little bit more. Ooh, I like that. It's a good. Oh, and we got the 6 stuff. Evolving gets +1 for each oil counter on it. If a creature enters with a greater power or toughness. Okay, that's interesting. All right, this is not a good start for us. Not a good start at all. I haven't played in 2 years, but I also never played like competitively. I've just played. So I've never seen any of these cards. I just figured I'd try it out again after however many years. But I also I've only played certain like decks with certain stuff. Yeah, I'm basically playing as new. I don't want to use that just now. I guess I'll take the hit for now. But yeah, I opened up the game and then there was like thousands of cards it was giving me, and I was like, what is this? I've never seen. Oh no, resolve. You can have it. Shit. Well, that doesn't help me at all. So I guess Magda's dead. That's fucked. I could have maybe played a card from the top of my library, but I don't know if that was necessary. This isn't helping me. I think I've just completely lost. I just haven't got a single... It's just luck, really. I got 6 damage, yeah. And I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose immediately. Never mind. Resolve. Why are you boosting? Oh, the amount. Wait, what? Okay. Let's trick shot the beaver. I don't know what settling does. Becomes saddled. Doesn't help me. That doesn't describe what saddled is. What does become saddled mean, game? And I've lost. Yeah. Okay. I just can't play anything. Saddle is just crew. I can't remember what crew is. It's like it increases your power or something, right? But you only get 1 attack. Like you, I think? I can't remember. It's been a while. I never really used it either. I'm gonna use this. Tap a power equal to that of the needed cost, and then you get to use it, or it gets a boost. Oh, you tap creatures for like a power. I see. Interesting. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, so it's like mana, but for like a power from a creature. I see. Yeah. I was like, I'll try the Outlaw. I was only trying the Outlaw because of the, I needed to do stuff with black and red, and I was like, Outlaw's a black and red deck, and I haven't tried it before. I'm not a fan. I like the concept of the Outlaws and like the crime stats, but that deck is just shit. There's no drawing. Which, like, most of the main decks, actually the good of the... Really? There's no way to draw, though. Even, like, the ones that do draw, it's like you get to draw once. And, like, I don't know, it's... I mean, I've only played it 3 times. Maybe I've just been unlucky. But because most of the cards are in the top rungs, you don't get really good late or early game. So you have to win in mid-game or not at all, kind of thing. But the only real way to win... I don't know. I feel like none of these cards do much. You know? There was one... I don't know. I just can't see... I can't see how they connect. You know, like, most of the decks... I feel like I can be like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. I don't really get what I'm doing with this deck. I've still not seen the Vampire New Blood, the Vadmir New Blood, though. Like, the only card in this entire deck that has a crime ability in an Outlaw deck, and I haven't seen him yet. I also haven't seen Tiny Bones. I've not seen Shoot the I don't think I've seen most of the cards in the deck yet. I think it might be mostly luck that's making me annoyed at it. Precon's bad in general. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that. But I deleted all my other decks that I had because they were all... Every single card was freaking not for standard play. And I was like, well, there's no point in keeping it. I can't remember what they were. And I thought this was really cute. The rabbits, so I added some rabbits to the rabbit deck because my Epic Bunny, and actually it worked pretty well. I think I'm technically 100% win rate on the rabbit army after 3 games. I think this is just standard. I think I'm 0 for 3 for Outlaw Posse at the moment. Was that a Brawl deck or are you a Sociopath? I don't really know what Brawl or Sociopath for Brawl means. I picked cards that looked cute. Those one-offs? In the Rabbit Army deck? It is a very low game, but all the low tier ones upgrade, so they get better as time goes on. So I don't need a higher one. But what do you mean by one-offs? I didn't realize how many... We only have 1 card of each. Oh... That wasn't intentional. That was because it kept pissing me off. Every time I'd buy a card, it wouldn't add it to the thing, and it'd like remove it after I bought it, and I just got pissed off and just stopped. And just like picked random shit to add to the rest, and it worked. To be honest though, I picked the cards based on... Oop, cancel that. I picked the cards based on the, I didn't change anything. Like, what they do for me as far as how they synergize with the legendary creatures that I've got. So it works, And so far I haven't lost, but I'm pretty sure I was playing with really shit people at the start, and I think that the last few people were a little bit better at the game. So it might be just that I was playing against shit people at the start. I don't know if they have any kind of matchmaking with the random or like versus like playtime, but it seems like they do. But yeah, I literally just randomly chose that in 10 minutes, basically. Just the random is based off deck power. I see, so my deck was shit, and so I was good. See, that's how it works. Yeah, if I play with a shit deck, then I'm better than the rest of the players. That's just how it works. How do they define deck power? Do I have any card sleeves? I got one. I don't know what that is. It looks like Gabe Newell on wife. I'm gonna click it because I have it. I doubt. Oh, I might be able to afford another sleeve. Liliana. Oh heck, a burrow one. Let's check that out. Ew. In equation they built, they give every card a set number. But surely that's got nothing to do with... Like, the deck's power is based on... Like, the whole thing about decks is synergy, right? Oh shit, that's expensive as hell. You can't buy them individually? That sucks. Companions are expensive. Sleeves aren't expensive. Huh. Because, like, cards don't work on their own. Like, you can kill most cards very quickly. With just, you know, a lucky ability pool. I mean, but that's how decks work. If they base power on that, then it's very easy to have a really shit rank, like a really high ranking with a really shit deck. That's a really weird way to rank it. I mean, I guess it's assuming that you know, like, if you're making a deck and you don't know anything, it's assuming that you know enough to make a good deck. But it does mean that if you want to make a deck and you're new to the game, you'll suddenly put in with really, really hard people and you don't know why. I mean, and not just about randomly seeking card, but like you've got people with like decks that do every card does something to help each card. You know, there's so many bad reviews for this game on Steam because of everyone going like, oh, everyone's using a milling deck, and it's like, is a milling deck gonna be like, is a card that makes you draw other cards a hugely ranked thing, or is it a shit ranked thing? Like, are you gonna find that if you've got a beginner deck that you made? I don't know. It's a weird way of ranking a system that it should be based on how you've played your deck, not based on random cards that you've placed in your deck. Because, like, any card can be good if you have another card that boosts it. You know what I mean? You can't do that. I mean, you can base it on... You have a new deck that isn't got any stats attached to it yet. You play that card and you go, oh, they're winning against this deck, so that's boosted its power. Like, that's how ranking works in any other... It can though. That's it. If you base it on... You put your ranking at 0 as like a matchmaking rank for a deck, and then you add or subtract based on how it's playing against other decks. That's how every game works in any kind of ranking system. and you'd put unranked decks against unranked decks and be like, you know. But the issue with that is that there doesn't seem to be any reporting function and that people can just keep making decks. That's how the card's calculated. No, but that's not how they... Cards in power isn't what I'm saying. I'm saying your deck should be ranked based on how it's going. The cards are... So each card is rated based on how it's going in... What? I'm more confused now. So it is ranked based on how you're playing it. What? So your deck has a rank, but your cards start with a rank and get lowered and raised as you play. That makes more sense. The better the card is doing for you, or overall, though? Because the card's relation to you is completely different to how it's related to anyone else using the card, because they could be having a green card in, like, a black deck, and there's no synergy with it, but it's a good card. And that can raise your rank. See, that's the thing. Why are you ranking a card? No, but there are so many different synergies in a game like this. There's millions of cards. There is no right or wrong way to use a card. There is a way that's working and a way that isn't working. There are metas in competitive, like a milling deck, which they banned it recently, didn't they? Or they did something to make it less. I don't know. But a card will be better or worse for you based on how you're using it in your deck. You should be applying a set rank, maybe, having the card rank be the first rank of your deck. But if you lose with your deck, that shouldn't bring the card's rank down. That should bring your deck's rank down over the average. Because otherwise, beginners can't play the game. You're not going to get new people playing a game. If you start a game, they go, oh, I like this card, and then they get steamrolled every single time, despite having a relatively good deck, just because all the cards are technically better with other cards that they don't even know exists yet. Right? That's a really weird way to rank that system, because it means you're placing beginners with professionals constantly. Obviously, you can't rank it with synergy of the deck, but you can rank a deck. A beginner doesn't know how to stick cards in a deck. They see cards and go, this is a full green deck. This card seems to work with this card. They're not going, if I play the math, because a lot of meta decks are just, how have I broken the game? Essentially, it's cheating without legally cheating. So people using decks that are winning constantly are essentially cheating because they're using just weird wording of cards to basically completely confuse the game to make it work for them. If you're mid to low tier in a game, that doesn't apply to you, but professionals who are essentially cheating would be raising the rank of cards that work pretty good in a standard deck, in like a mid-tier deck, but they can't play with mid-tier people because it'll be pushing their rank up to professional because they're using cards that other people are abusing. Do you know what I mean? Which is why what you rank in any game, in Dota, in CSGO, in any game where you're playing against opponents, your rank is based on how well you do each match. When you start a match, you're at 0, and you get better or worse depending on how you're doing each match. That should be exactly how it works in any competitive setting, because how other people are using stats isn't the same as how you're using them. You know, if you ranked it based on how every single person uses a sniper rifle in CSGO, then if you buy a sniper rifle, suddenly you can't win a game. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, but also ranked is just an insanely impossible thing to do. there's so limited for any kind of play, which is why there's just the way that ranking system works isn't smart. For a company that's pretty good at balancing their cards, that ranking system isn't a smart ranking system. You can apply from a ranked tournament, apply that stats to the cards as a base level. How good are you at this game? Because you seem like you know a lot. If you're good at this game, the ranking system looks like it works fine, because you win every time, because you're versed against shit players. That's what I mean. And I'm looking at all of the reviews on Steam, not right now. When I started the game, I was like, oh, this is really badly reviewed right now. What's going on there? All the comments are like, I keep getting steamrolled by these super powerful like decks that are like milling decks where I can't play a card. And it's like, they're having that issue. They're downloading the game, they're going, oh, this looks like a really good deck. And then it is a really good deck based on the ranking system. But they're not breaking the game like the people who have looked at every single card does. You know what I mean? If you're pretty good at the game, if you've been playing a long time, it'll look like the ranking system works fine for you. The fact that milling is a huge problem in both Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not that, like, that's not a correct statement, that maybe they should look around to see how to prevent it, because it is a huge problem. In tournament play for almost any Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, milling is a problem. Both have had a huge problem with it. I'm pretty sure they had some steps to fix it in tournament play recently, but it has absolutely had a milling issue, because all I hear are people complaining about milling decks in both tournament play and in every single one of the multiplayer video games. Duels, Arena. I don't know if any of the ones are even multiplayer anymore, but I'm pretty sure Duel and Arena both still have a server. Arena definitely does, obviously. But maybe the last year there's been no tournament mill decks, but I heard complaints constantly. The entire time I was just standard playing Magic. What's a CT tier? Because how high is that? Are you being like, oh, you know, the professionals that are making money off Magic don't have a C tier? Okay. I guess that's still... What is a C tier ranking? Is that going... Are you talking like a college level tournament? Are you talking like every single, you know... End goals mill, but it's not a mill deck, it's a control. So what you're saying is it is a mill deck, just an Arena CT for... Then why are all the complaints about milling on the reviews? Why is it currently mixed to negative if it's not a problem? And again, you're going for ranked too. The issue that I have with that ranking system that you mentioned is that you don't want to get into an unranked game and just be steamrolled every time you play. And that ranking system for unranked, like that system for that is based on a competitive play that is over the top of a standard deck. It's a weird ranking system and it doesn't work for any game, and that's why they don't have it in any other game, to like rank each individual component of the game instead of the player themselves. You should have a hidden rank for standard and an unhidden rank for ranked, and that's just how that should work for any video game or real game, really, with a competition aspect. And that's what they do in real games. That's why you put people together that are the same age in football. You don't go, oh, see, people who play this strategy are really good, so this 4-year-old will put them with the 15-year-old, see how they go. Yeah, that's how ranked works. But it shouldn't be based on your cards. It shouldn't be based on the individual components of your deck, because that's not how a deck works. Like, you shouldn't base your ranking to start with your one strategy that you're using in any other game. You shouldn't base it off the AWP that you buy on CS. That's what the issue is, though. Casual play is how you start playing Magic. That's why you should have a rank that you shouldn't have a rank. You start off with no rank and you go up or down in casual. Yeah, but the power, you said the power level of your cards individually, which isn't how cards work. That's not how Magic works. A single high tier card that's used with other expensive cards isn't. It's completely basic. Exactly. It should have an up or down. It should have a hidden rank, like every other game does. You know what I mean? It's how every other game works that has any competition aspect. They have an unranked with a hidden MMR that makes sure you don't get matched against people who just are having an off day from competition and want to steamroll some noobs. And it's even in stuff that doesn't really have a ranked. Like Call of Duty doesn't have a ranked. It has an MMR. It has a casual MMR. It has a ranked game, but no one really plays the online version of the ranked game. Most people playing the casual team deathmatch. It has an MMR. Every game with any kind of like even pretend competitiveness has that MMR that goes up or down based on how you play. How would it be dumb for you to play casual? Oh, fuck it. Fucking ad. God damn. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't understand. Do you only play trading card games? I guess the question I have to ask you when an ad comes back. It's fucking fly in my room. I guess tell me when the ad comes back. Comes back? Disappears is what I meant to say. Oh, hey, Remy. Is the ad done? Yeah. I don't understand why you think it's dumb, because that's how every game works in a competitive system other than this game. You know what I mean? Drop one, you probably, but that's not how the cards work, you know? Like, you can drop a sick card and potentially win a game, but it's not competitive. But every competitive game has an unranked mode. And an unranked mode gives you a hidden MMR. Dota has it, CSGO has it, all Call of Duties have it. I think Battlefield has it, but most shooters have it, where a standard game that isn't competitive has a hidden MMR so that you don't just lose every game you play. Because if you get ranked up against level 100 people who are getting 10 kills a game, this isn't an RNG game. There's a little bit of RNG to it, but your deck is wins and dies based on the synergy of cards. Like, you can have an, oh, I just did a bad draw, but your deck building is how, like, the synergy of all the cards is how your deck will go, right? Like, if you just add, again, like you said, you don't just add random cards, but you can add random good cards. You can't, that's my issue. That's why the ranking exists. If you add good cards to your game and it doesn't tell you, oh, you're using a really powerful deck, you just click play, you're suddenly against people who you can't learn against. because they beat you really quick to the point where you don't get a chance to learn. You can't learn by doing if you don't get a chance to do. That's why it should match you up against people who aren't winning as much. If you keep beating them, it gives you a higher rank to go, okay, you're a little bit better than these guys. Now you can verse better people. Yeah, but when you're versing people who are OP, they tend to be using strategies that don't make sense. And you also need to learn every card that they've used. But if this deck lost 5 matches in a row, it's the way you've explained the ranking system, it's almost entirely because you've put powerful cards in and it's matched you against someone who's not your level, who knows more than you, and is just killing you immediately. You can't learn by losing immediately, because you just go, oh, they played a card and beat me, you know? Like, that's kind of how that works, because they have 3 cards that'll beat you immediately, and you can't just, if you just copy a deck, you can win. If you just copy what they did, but you're not learning, you're just copying the meta. And that's when you have, oh, everyone's using milling decks, or oh, everyone's using blah, 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 blah. Exactly. It should have a hidden MMR based on your play, because a beginner should never be placed against a super professional person who can beat you in 2 turns, because you don't learn from that. You learn from beating people your level, then getting matched against higher level, losing and going, okay, now how do I get better? Because they're a closer thing. Have you ever, gone to a school or worked at a job and you try and do something and that person just gives up on you because they're like, oh, you're just stupid. You know nothing. And it's like, yeah, that's why I'm here, so you can teach me. But they're such a high level that you just can't know anything, because your baseline just doesn't make sense to them, because they can't remember being that shit at the game. And I think that might be what your experience is. I think that you're probably pretty good at the game. So people who are bad are just bad. They can never get better. But for most of those people, they're just up against people they can't learn from. You need to lower that level so that they can improve and slowly get better, rather than just going, oh, I died. You can't learn just by playing. And I think that's the issue a lot of people have. People say that with Dark Souls. You can't learn Dark Souls by playing Dark Souls. For the most part, the original Dark Souls, you can't really learn. And most people who did learn watched YouTube videos before they played it. And you just die every time you get somewhere. You learn to avoid an area, but you don't learn how to beat the boss. You just over level to beat the boss. And then when you're better than that boss, you can go back and watch the actual strategy that the boss implements, and then you learn how to beat it. So the next time when you are a lower level, you have more skill to beat it. It's mostly over-leveling, versing a lower level, learning from that maneuver, and then going back at a lower level with better skills. And that's why the MMR needs to be close. It doesn't need to be exactly there, and it never is, but it needs to be versing someone 500 points above or below. But if you die to the first hit, all you know is he does X, because you don't know what Y is. So you over level, and then X doesn't kill you, and then you try Y, and that's how you learn. That's how that works. That's how education works. You can't just throw someone a maths equation and go figure it out. You gotta teach them this is X and this is Y before they learn it. That's just how education works. That's how learning things works. You can't just throw yourself at a problem and hope it works out. You've gotta have some amount of give so that you can be wrong and still try. Because if you're versing someone who's using a sick deck, you lose, you verse someone else, they have a different deck. You teach them the baseline, that's what I'm saying. There's no baseline if you're a beginner, there's a nothing. You've either got to look at tutorial, you can't play the game to figure it out, you've got to watch tutorials, and no one's doing that when they go, oh, this looks like a cool card game. The tutorial shows you how to play cards. That's not a baseline. But like if you verse a professional person that knows how every card works, they kill you first shot. You don't have a chance to try Y. You don't know what Y is. Then the next person you verse is a different deck, just as OP. How do you know what the synergies are between those? They're two completely different decks. You don't know what cards they're holding, what cards they had choices to do with. All you know is what cards are you holding and why can't I play anything? And you can try and change it around, play some more stuff, but that still won't work when you're versing someone who gives you one turn to make a decision before they beat you. You need someone who will likely give you some time to figure it out, and that's why putting the MMRs close together and then facing you against better and better opponents as you win. No one's losing in one turn in Magic, but you have about 5 turns to set up basically the entire game, and then you go up and down from there. And usually after that, it's fucked. Like, you know what I mean? It's a very weird, and it's not like I was my card that you said was my deck that you said was shit. I was winning constantly. So from my perspective, playing that game, I was really good, right? I won 3 in a row, no life lost. So do you know what that means to me? I am very good at the game, and I'll always be very good at the game. But what you've just told me is I'm likely versing bad players with bad decks, and I'm better than them. So I have no reason to improve because everyone I'm versing, I'm winning. I'm a professional. That's why you need MMR. If I beat them, I should be going against higher opponents to the point where I lose and I go, oh, hang on, I'm not good at the game. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had only played that deck, I'd just be like for the rest of the time I played, I'd be like, I've still got it. I'm the best player on MTG. Obviously not. That's hyperbole. I wouldn't assume that I was the best player, but I would assume that I'm going pretty good. But what you've just told me is that I am playing a deck that is ranked low, and that's why I'm winning. And that's why any competitive player can win if they just scramble a deck together, because the deck's shit, but they're good. Until I play ranked, but I don't want to play ranked. You know what I mean? I want to play a fair game with someone. I don't want like a competitive rank to like earn accolades. I want to just play against someone around my level. And when you're playing in like a game shop, that tends to be what it is. You'll usually have one person that people know is like a competitive player that's just come to the game shop. But for the most thing, everyone's around the same level, and usually you go, oh, don't fight that person's fucking insane, you're not gonna win. But that's the thing, the level of cards doesn't, I am better than my deck, is what I'm trying to tell you. You shouldn't be matched based on how other people play your cards, because according to that ranking system, my deck is shit, but I'm good. So I'm beating everyone because I'm essentially smurfing. I'm smurfing people in casual, is what I just did accidentally, because there is no matchmaking rank for me, the player. It's only for how other people have used my cards. That there's no connection, the cards have no connection to me as a player. Does that make sense? I think that maybe the cards can work as a slight baseline, but you need a matchmaking rank for you as the player. Because of the issues that we just found. People with barely any cards will be placed against players with built-ass decks. That's a What do you mean? That's exactly what's happened just then. That's exactly what just happened. I beat everyone because my cards were shit. So they should have raised my rank and been like, oh, this person's better than their deck. Face me against someone who's a little bit better, or has a little bit better deck, if you're using that as a baseline. That's what's happening currently with that ranking system that you just mentioned. Why is making your rank and how good you're doing going to make that worse than what just happened? But the people with bad decks are worse than me because I built my deck in 5 minutes and I know how to play the game. So everyone I just versed are 3-year-olds. To me, I'm really good because I don't know how good they are. They just lose to me. But to them, they can't get a win. They're being pub stomped by me. No, it's not an equal playing field because I know how to play the game. That's the thing. They're being ranked on random cards that they've picked, while I'm not being ranked on my ability to play a game that I technically played for 3 years and just got back into. So I am better than them, but being ranked as equals because I chose a shit deck. I don't understand why you think a deck is the only thing that makes you a good player. I have played some really good decks really poorly, not because of luck, because I didn't know how the cards worked, so I would get rid of a card that I didn't realize had a companion that was really good, so I could play another slightly better card, and then I would lose. Like, your deck is a slight, like there's like maybe a quarter of the deck being good, but you can lose with any deck. The deck that I just played with the Outlaws thing, I mean, there are certain decks that do good against other decks because of the way that those decks are made. But the decks aren't the player. If the deck building is all that matters in a game, in this game, pre-built decks are cheating. And there's no reason to play the game. You may as well have 2 AIs fighting each other with your decks and just watch it happen. Because if there's no competitiveness with the player, if the player doesn't actually have any say, and it's just luck based on the better deck, why are we playing it? Why don't we just have AIs? Why isn't it just a clicker game? Why aren't we playing Raid Shadow Legends? You know what I mean? Like, it's the player just as much as it's the deck. At least a 50% split between the player and the deck. Because a better player with a shit deck should be versing a worse player with a better deck, because they would be even. Does that make sense? Like, I don't understand why that doesn't make sense. It works in every other game. Every other game. Games without ranked use this mechanic to make sure that when you play a game, you don't just die every time and feel like you want to quit the game. You know? but you would have a fighting chance against it. And I do think that card power should be in play. There should be a small amount of it. But if you're better than them, if they're a shit player with a really good deck, you should still be able to beat them. Otherwise the game's broken. And then it's not about MMR, it's about Magic being a shit game. It does matter how good you are if your deck's shit. If you think that the deck is the only thing that makes you good, you're not good. You can't be good because we're playing a game where you have choices based on your deck. Your deck gives you the choices, but you should be able to play the game. That's why people lose to really bad decks and go, oh, how did that happen? Because the person's better than you. Like, there is a worse deck and a best deck, but there is also a good player and a bad player, and they should be connected. And that's how they are connected, again, in every other game. Except this. The power level shouldn't be too different, because that's not how that works. The MMR is chosen, like, by the developer. I'm not saying they win a game, suddenly they have a bad deck against a level 1000. I mean, you play with the deck, as you win, your deck looks better, and then you verse against someone who stomps your deck, and then that's how MMR works. Once you get stomped once, your MMR goes down, and you play against someone slightly worse than you. And then you can go, okay, so this is what tier I'm at. What can I do to be better at playing the game? Or what can I do to fix my deck up a little bit? And you can choose between that. Because at the moment it's, I pick a deck, that deck either gets me fucked up or not. And then that ends it. And so I played 6 games today. I played with a deck that was basically smurfing me and got me a win every time, despite it not being a good deck. And I played 3 games with a pre-built deck that probably has a better power because it's pre-built. That didn't work for me because I had no idea how to play it. And I lost every time. I can just be good, is what you're saying, which doesn't work. Because that's not how that works. You built yourself up to where you are. Let other people build themselves up to where you are. I imagine you played in real life with people. You've probably played the other Magic games. People are playing this game for the first time, never seeing Magic before, and learning as they play with just the tutorial. They don't know what you know, and they're learning as they go. They need to have... A bad player can't develop a good deck. And they don't get a chance to trial cards to figure out what a good deck is. Because they lose every time they start. And then they delete the game. And then you've got no one to play with. And then the game dies, and then Wizards of the Coast dies, and then you're stuck with $1,000 of cardboard that you can't use. Why do you think that this is how it works when in every other game it's not how? This is the only place where that works, which means that it probably doesn't work, and you're just agreeing with it. In the same way that like Dead by Daylight kept telling them that nah, my competitive works fine, until people prove that it doesn't. Because I haven't heard anyone talk about Magic Arena for a long time. People keep saying it's shit. And it's probably because they play the game, they die 1,000 times because they don't understand that matchmaking system, and then they go, this is weird, and just quit it. And then they play with their friends who are the same level as them and win and lose about 50% of the time because they're like, oh, I can be better than this person. I can learn from how they're playing and beat them. Like that's how it works in real life with Magic. You learn from the people that are slightly better than you. You don't go up against a champion and go, well, that's weird. How did I lose? Because at that point, you're like, oh, they're a champion. That's how I lost. You can't really analyze them because they're playing at a different level to what you are. It's like I've never been doing maths, and then a mathematician professionally goes up and puts an equation on the board, and I go, how do I do that? I just go, this is a different level. I need to learn from someone less than that person so that I can get to that level. You can't start at the top, you've got to work your way up. And that's not how that works. And like I've been saying, you're saying it works, but the reviews on Steam for new players tell me it's not working. You know what I mean? Like, there is a lot of people saying it's not working. For you, it's working, which means likely it's not working, and it's working for you. You're getting the boons of this ranking system, but no one else is, because you're better than the majority of the players of the game. You can lose. Like, there is a portion of the deck that makes you lose or win, but that's mostly due to the synergies of the cards in your deck. It's mostly due to how your deck draws cards, how your deck works with that. It's not, oh, this card's really good, because that's not how cards work. You know? Like, with that, with my Burrow deck, I was beating the 3 people I beat with 1 card that was a 1 out of 2, but I had 5 to 6 cards that worked pretty well with it, that made it so they couldn't really beat me. But that's not how that ranking system works, because it's per card. It's not like, oh, this 1 to 2 is really good, because it's not. It's a 1 out. It's a 1 to freaking squirrel. You know what I mean? Most of the reviews from the start, like the most recent ones, were all about people being like, oh, I just can't play it. There's just too much milling, too much all that stuff. There's a few stuff about microtransactions that I saw, but most of it was about the actual, that thing. But also, it's a fucking trading card game. That's how you play trading card games. You buy cards. That's what the trading part of trading card game means. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I guess agree to disagree. By the end of this, it works in every other game, is my final message about this. And it's weird that they've decided it doesn't work for this game when it clearly isn't working. You know, I might play it again and be like, maybe it's working better than I thought it was. But so far, I'm winning every game with a deck that you said was shit. I'm losing every one with a pre-build. So there's got to be some reason for that, and it's probably down to how good I am at the game versus how bad people are playing with their decks. You know? Alright. I didn't actually mean to click that. For some reason oh, never mind. I clicked this as my monitor displayed. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sorry for the rant. I just feel very strongly about people playing at their level and slowly improving, because games like Dark Souls and games that breed this get good culture have always pissed me off, because I played Dark Souls and I'm like, oh, this game's shit, and then I left the game. And that means that Dark Souls, despite having really good lore and all that, which is why I played Bloodborne and loved it, because it didn't just have that skill ceiling that you need to reach to at the start. It was like, here you go, improve slowly. You know what I mean? It's why I quit a lot of games, and why a lot of people quit a lot of games, and why there's a certain few who just have that knowledge already win. And then the game has like 10 players and people wonder why. And I feel like it's the same with Magic. You've got a gatekeeping culture with that get good mentality, which means that you don't have any people to play with. Yeah.